I think there's a substantial number of shippers that really don't even know that this is coming. I was just at a big industry event called ProMat, spoke with a lot of shippers, and as they came by and we talked to them, that was one of the questions me and our team asked them is, what are you doing to prepare for the NMF changes? And half the time they were like, tell me what you're talking about.
What
I think
changes?
yeah, exactly. I think there's a lot that don't know, and they're either not going to find out until after the changes come into place and then the invoices start coming in, or maybe they will never pick up on it. They will just get impacted even more than they are today, but they're still going to be oblivious to it.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Now, let me ask you from this perspective. You are that shipper, right? How do you or how would you prepare if Scooter Sayers had to put his shipper hat on today? Obviously, the docket's released, but there's some challenges. Let's be honest. There's some challenges from a shipper side of the fence of how do I go about understanding how these changes are going to impact me directly? And what do I even do to model those changes to understand how this is going to impact my freight as it correlates to an expensive sales, right? Because
Mhm.
everything I sell has got freight nested in it and that impacts my costs and I want to understand it.
That's right. Yeah, I think there's two things that you need to be doing as a shipper right now if you haven't already done it. I think number one, you need to start dialoguing with your service provider, right? Whether you're working directly with a carrier or you're working with a 3PL or a combination of both. I think you need to be dialoguing with them and having them help you understand how this is going to impact you. As a shipper, your 3PLs or your carriers or both, they probably know more about your freight than you do, right? And I think that that's a great place to start. Um, the carriers in particular, they've got dimensioners. They know about you. They know a lot about your freight. And I think that you go to them, they're going to be able to help. Number two, I think you as a shipper, you need to be looking at what you're shipping. You need to know what NMF numbers am I using to ship my freight? How much of each NMF item number do I have? And I need to be going to the NMFTA's website and looking at the docket and looking at the Excel file that they have to show you what items are being changed. And you need to know which ones are going to be impacted. And here's why. It's not just that on July 19th, I may have a change in what I pay. My item number is probably going to be canceled. And on July 19th, if I'm shipping with NMF item number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it may no longer be a valid item. And if I continue using it on my bill of lading, that's going to be a red flag for a carrier to say, let's go inspect this freight. And no one wants that, right? So you've got to make sure you know which items need to be updated in your database so that when you're shipping on July 19th forward, you've got the right numbers, not expired numbers.